What is up, world? Welcome to Waz Pops. I am Waz. Thank you so much for watching. And also, apparently it helps to do this at the beginning. But if you could like and subscribe and share this video, that would be very, very appreciated. Thank you very much. Also, one of the wonderful things about being so obvious about my love of Funko Pops is that people become enablers. And so one of my good friends and coworkers, Adrian, was out one day and saw some Funko Pops and messaged me and said, "Hey, would you like these?" And I said, "Yes, please." So we are going to be taking a look at those, and it is the Marvel Zombies line. So this is actually a comic series that they did where all the Marvel superheroes are zombies as well, and they made Funko Pops for them. I got one of them actually from a con, New York Comic Con, and then the rest were from Adrian. So we are going to open those up and take a look at what they look like. So let's get it going. So she got all three of these from Walmart. So this one is the zombie Mysterio, so the villain from Spider-Man Far From Home, and just a general Spider-Man villain. So if we take a look at the box, it's a pretty cool box. It has a really good cartoon on the front. It also glows in the dark. This one was a Walmart exclusive, and I'm pretty sure that's where she got all of them from. So on the back, it has the 4 zombie ones that were out at that time, and it's overall pretty cool looking. So let's open it up. All right. So it's a bobblehead, which is really, really cool. And when you look, the whole thing with Mysterio is that he's inside of this glass, like, fishbowl helmet. And so, obviously, with him being a zombie, it is shattered. It's really cool. It actually has different shatter points on his helmet. And then, obviously, the whole thing's shattered. And the big thing on the inside is just a big brain, which I think is hilarious because it's not just a regular head or a zombified face, but like it's like there's just a brain floating in a big bowl. It's also really cool because like his costume itself has a lot of really neat designs. Even on the cape and the back, there's some tearing, and on his actual outfit, it looks like he's been in quite a rough day. So very cool how the brain itself is the bobbling part, and then it's not just that one feature, but even his costume overall is very torn up and zombified. So this one might be my favorite. Next up, we have Zombie Wolverine. If we take a look at the box, this one is also a Walmart exclusive. And once again, I really like the artwork on the front. Very vivid, and you can definitely tell that it's not your normal Wolverine. It does a very good job of showing what's on the inside. Also, it has the 4 on the back. And another really cool thing is, so this is number 662, and even the top says specifically Marvel Zombies. Like I said, this was an actual comic book line. I don't know if it's still running or it just was an event situation, but instead of just the regular Marvel logo on top, it has Marvel Zombies. So let's open this one up. Right. So this one is Wolverine, which is obviously a fan favorite, and he's in his animated, the TV show and the comic book outfit. So he's got that yellow and blue. What I like about this one is there's a lot of green slime involved. You can see kind of like his ribs on the front. It looks a little bit cartoony, but with Funko Pop, I guess that's expected. One thing that I do like about this is there's a lot more skin that you can see. So this one actually, there's a lot of like graying of his skin. And then one really cool thing that I'm noticing is you can see kind of like his metallic skeleton because he's a zombie, so his skin is falling off. And so on his right arm, you can see his claws in his hand because the skin is completely come off. It's really cool because he's also got, it looks like very hungry fangs, and there's even on his scalp, it looks like he's just really deteriorating. This one's a bobblehead as well, and I like this one a lot. This one has a lot more details than Mysterio did. It's a little bit different, just because like the brain with Mysterio is so attention getting, but this one, when you take a second to look at it, everything about it is just very highly detailed, which I like a lot. I like how kind of frayed and broken he looks. It really sells that zombie look, so I like this one quite a bit. Next up, my favorite Avenger, the Hulk. So this is Zombie Hulk, and if we look at the box, it has a really good, once again, picture on the front. It's number 659, once again, from the Marvel Zombies line, and it still has those 4 on the back, which is really interesting because, like I said, in a minute we're going to look at the Con one, which comes after, and so that one is actually not on the back of that. So I'd like to see kind of what the back of that one looks like, if it's just added or if it's a completely separate one. So let's open this bad boy up. Oh. Alright, so the first thing I'm noticing right away is it is bigger. Not like substantially, it's not like a different size pop, like it came in the same box, but his body and his head are much bigger than both Wolverine and Mysterio. And so I like how they were able to pull that off without making it a jumbo pop, whether that's a 10-inch or 6-inch pop where it's in a larger box. It's in the same size box, but at the same time it feels and looks bigger. So I like that for the Hulk. This one is also a bobblehead. It's kind of funny because the Hulk is kind of a mess even when he's not a zombie. So there's not a ton that you can do with it here. There's some slashes and stuff to kind of show like the gooey zombiness of him, but most of the detail work is on the head. You can see his skull kind of craft like showing up through his skin, and then his jaw is completely exposed. Another thing too is like half of his head, he kind of looks like a punk rock kid. Half of his head is shaved and bald, and the other half has a full head of hair. So this one, like I said, the biggest defining factor is the fact that it's just bigger, not as much detail as Wolverine, and nothing immediately eye-catching, sort of like the Mysterio, but I do like the fact that like it feels like the Hulk because it's just naturally bigger than the rest of them without having to necessarily go to a bigger pop. So I like that. All right, and then the last one, thank you so much, Adrian, for all of these wonderful pops and for supporting my habit. And this one I actually got from New York Comic Con. So this one is actually a New York Comic Con sticker one, so I'm going to try to be very careful with it. They had a shared edition and then the one from the actual Comic Con, and I won the lottery and got this one from the actual con. So this one is actually Zombie Daredevil. If we look at the box, first off, it's number 666, which for Daredevil is, and the Zombie Daredevil is kind of the perfect number, very strangely, for this. On the back, just to answer the question I said earlier, it does have the original 4, and then it also has Zombie Gambit, which is a newer one. I'm not sure if that one came with the con or if that one just came after. And then another really interesting thing is, and kind of sad thing, is on the back it also has Zombie Black Panther, which actually never came out. Chadwick Boseman passed away tragically in 2020, and they thought it was just in bad taste to have a zombie pop come out with the Black Panther character so soon after his death. So that one was actually pre-ordered, supposed to come out, and they just decided to cancel it, which I think is the right choice, and because I think that would be in bad taste to have that come out. But it is on the back of this box, which is kind of interesting little snapshot in history. So let's open this up. Careful. All right. So this one actually comes with a stand, and he is kind of in an action pose, which is really cool. It's also a bobblehead. So he has his cane. For those that don't know, Daredevil is blind, and so he uses that as a weapon sometimes. And the biggest thing, like I said, is it's on a stand. So the stand goes directly into his back, and he's in an action move. One of the things I also like is Daredevil is blind, and so when the mask is pulled away and you can see his zombified self, he has his kind of exposed skeletal nose, and then you can see a white blind eye, and then the red eye that normally covers his costume. You can also see his rib cage, and you can see the double D Daredevil logo on his chest. So not a ton of detail on here. There's a few little zombie bite deteriorating things. The face looks really good. It kind of reminds me of the creeper from that really spooky show that I watched when I was a kid and terrified me, Tales from the Crypt. And it really has that kind of look to it, very zombified. Once again, the jaw is exposed, very similar to the Hulk. But the big thing that you notice about this is just that action pose, that he's like lunging and jumping at you. So that's really cool, and I'm glad that I was able to snag this one as well. Alright, those are all of the Marvel Zombie Funko Pops that I got. Once again, shout out to Adrian. Thank you so much for supporting my habit. What did you think? Which one is your favorite? Is it Mysterio, Wolverine, Hulk, or Daredevil? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to these videos. Really does help me out when you do that. As always, I am Waz, and thanks for watching.